Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of 0 to 100. I haven't done this one in a while because it's been freaking insane. But I think it's time we can wrap up year of 2021 and everything that it has happened. This year has been crazy on all fronts and it's been absolutely insane. And the last probably 2 months, I've been so busy with a business that I haven't really had a chance to record YouTube videos. But now I finally kind of do because it's closer to Christmas time. So now it's slowing down a little bit, even though right before Christmas, it was absolutely crazy and I was not expecting it to be this busy. Obviously, let's start with YouTube, right? So YouTube will hit almost 600 subscribers by the time I'm recording this, which is a good goal, and I'm actually really excited that there's so many people that have subscribed to the channel. There's so many people that reached out to me over the channel. They DM me on Instagram and stuff like that, and I've made a really cool connection with people, so I definitely do enjoy that. And I really do like the YouTube community that we're slowly building. I would like to potentially maybe reach even 1,000 or more, and I would actually like to create some kind of a community that we could reach out to each other, ask suggestions, ask questions. I think it would be cool. It would be something over some kind of platform that we can figure it out. I guess it could be a Facebook group. It could be a Discord server. There's different things that you can do. I definitely have been looking into it because I would like to create a more of a community type of thing with this channel. Another thing that some of you may know, I've launched my own course on Udemy. I think by the time I recorded this, I'm at like 86, 87, so about 90 students. That has been really well as well. I think we're at 4.6 stars on reviews and it's been really cool. I see a lot of people reach out to me afterwards. You know, people get, they use the software that I provide. You know, they can use the prop stream, the constant contact and all that kind of stuff to actually be able to get discounts and free trials and stuff like that. And in general, they've been using the contracts that I use. So because I provide that with the course, I've been having like them directly reach out to me over Udemy. So it's been really cool to experience that. The course is like really not expensive compared to any other course that's out there. And I made it on purpose that way because I believe, you know, you don't really need to pay that much to get that much value. You know, obviously you're paying, I think it's 20 bucks, depending on if you get it during some kind of promotion, it could be even less than that. And, you know, I don't make much money off of it, I'll be very honest with you, but it's really cool to build that community to help people out. Like I said, I've made business with people that studied from me. So I definitely do like that opportunity. So I definitely see more potential there for people that want to learn. And if YouTube is just not enough for you, that course is really well. I'm sure there's other courses out there that are great, but I haven't really seen one that was priced that low. I think that was the point why I did it that low, because I was like, you know, when you're starting off, when I was starting off, I didn't have any money. I was on unemployment and I was hoping to get rental assistance. So, you know, $20 even then seemed a lot, to me, but it wasn't as much as a $500 to $1,000 course that maybe will teach me something, maybe won't. $20 at least, you know, if somebody wasn't great, I mean, I couldn't feel too bad about it. So I could take that risk back then. So this is the type of people I think about when I say, you know, let's make this course 20 bucks. But overall, you know, check it out if you want. The link will be down below. If you have any questions about it, you can DM me on Instagram and I can answer any questions that you might have. Another thing that some of you may know, I've been working on my planner, the Genuine brand, for a year and a half at this point. So the original video was actually recorded around Christmas time and it was supposed to be released because at that time Amazon has told me that they received the product and I had a listing done and everything like that and I was good to go to sell it. Then at one point, if you can tell, at least this is like the planner itself is kind of like a leather type of a material on the outside. So for some reason, Amazon original listing had the material as paper. I don't know why, like the outside material was called paper material. Maybe probably I didn't change it when I put the listing up, but I was like, okay, let me change that. So I went ahead and I changed it to whatever they called Fox, F-A-U-X leather. And I went ahead and changed it. And when I did, my entire listing that I have for the planner was removed. And it wasn't like removed completely. You can still buy the planner, but you can only see the pictures, the sale price, and the title, and that's it. So there's no description, no keywords, no bullet points. So everything that I actually really paid for on top of everything else, like I paid someone to get all that done for me, now it's not there. So when I reached out to Amazon, I was like, well, what happened? They said that they cannot tell if the brand, the genuine brand, is owned by me or not. And I was like, okay, well, it is owned by me. I'm the one who produced it and the one that, manufactured the product and did all that stuff. And now I'm going through an entire long process figuring out how to do it and how to prove them that it's me. And I think it should be much easier. You can see my agreement with the manufacturer. You can see my application for the trademark, even though I haven't got it yet, but there's an application. You can see the company registered. I don't know. There's so many things that you can tell it is my product. No one else sells it under that name. So why not just do it? But Amazon doesn't care. When you're that huge of a business, you probably don't really care about small guys like me. So I get it. I understand why they're doing it. I don't agree with it, but that's just the way they do business. So it's kind of been screwing me over, and I've been putting away posting this video. I was like, well, I have my listing completely done. I'll put it out there, whatever. And it's been almost 2-3 weeks now. And I wanted people to get this planner before the end of the last year, but no one was able to. Well, people were able to buy it that knew the listing was up, that I didn't really promote it, however. It was just kind of some close friends and family that wanted to buy it, and they bought it. The issue I'm having, what I'm getting to, is that I don't know when the listing is going to be fixed. And I'm really, really annoyed, to be honest with you. However, I just made a decision to update this part of the video and went ahead and I'm going to post this video so that you guys can purchase the planner by the link down below. I'm very, very sorry there's not going to be a description. However, the pictures that I have are very descriptive themselves. Like I said, I've made a video about it before, about the planner. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to that video down below so you can check it out. But overall, guys, I really do appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to be giving you guys an update of what my plans are for 2022 very, very soon. So stay tuned to the channel. And let's go on with the video. So now let's get into wholesaling and how we finished this year. It's been an insane year. I'll be honest with you. We started very strong, up to June. It was absolutely fantastic. I was killing it. It was great. Between the months of July, I guess, until September, for like 2 to 3 months, it was absolutely dry. I was barely making anything, and it was tough. It was mentally tough. It was financially tough, because not in the way that I had to, I didn't have money. Yes, I did, but I was not meeting my goals every single month, and I was kind of getting to the point that I was like, am I going to be able to make it? Is this going to be the case? Did I just get lucky? Because that was the thing I thought about. I was like, maybe I just got lucky for 6-7 months and that was doing good, and now it's this. But I didn't give up. I was like, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get it done. The rest of the year, from, I would say, beginning of October till December 15th, so within that 2.5 mark of hard work, I actually was able to create the best 2 months or whatever, but the best quarter, I guess. The last quarter of the year was absolutely crazy. The amount of deals we've done, and the amount of money that was earned, and the amount of profit that was made to the company, and everything that we were able to do was absolutely fantastic. And I'm very glad I didn't give up. So now let's talk about all the numbers, and to kind of give you an idea of what you can actually expect if you work hard. It hasn't been that easy, I'll be very honest with you. It really wasn't, but it takes a lot of work to make a lot of money, right? So let's talk about the numbers and see what you can expect if you put a lot of work into the business, and what you can expect to make from it. So the last year, we actually barely almost hit $200,000 in revenue for the business. In that, obviously, that's just gross revenue. This doesn't include all the money that I spent for virtual assistants, all the money that I spent for all the softwares, the skip tracing, all the other stuff. Obviously, I got a lot of the marketing that I try to do and stuff like that. So it definitely is a lot of money that you have to consider when you do it every month. When I was starting off, I didn't have assistants, I didn't have good softwares. All I was doing is just texting myself, myself to other people, and it didn't cost me that much to do it monthly. But obviously I had less deals, less profit deals, and etc. But within this year, I've been calculating, looking at it. Obviously I calculated I wanted to calculate what the taxes are going to look like at the end of the year. Obviously I have money saved up for taxes. You have to, when you're working for yourself, that's definitely going to be important. If you don't save money for taxes, you're definitely going to get in a lot of issues when it comes to pay. When it comes time to pay Uncle Sam, you may not be that happy. So I think we spent about $75,000 this year on just running the business. And I know this sounds like a crazy number, but if you really think about it, if you're wanting to make $200,000 a year and you can spend $75,000, and it's not like that I had to put it up front, obviously. It's all the monthly running, like maintenance costs and like the cost, like I said, the cost that it takes to run the VA, the softwares and stuff like that. Obviously we had extra other stuff that came up during the months. But overall, $75,000, and this includes, the portion of my housing that goes towards the business, the car, the mileage that I put in my car, and stuff like that. I also ended up buying a new car that I'm not including in the $75,000. That goes into depreciation, which is a little bit different, but that was done as well. So let's say if it was $200,000 and $75,000 was used for expenses. Obviously you have taxes. The good part about having an LLC, and obviously you have to talk to your own accountant to kind of get an idea how it's going to work. But the way that generally works is that your expenses come before your taxes, so you're actually being taxed on $125,000 instead of $200,000. So on the $125,000, let's say you get taxed another 25 grand for some, I don't know. Let's just say you don't do any other deductions. So let's just say roughly you're out with 100 grand profit to your pocket for the first year. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'll be very honest with you. I came from the background that I was making, as a semi-truck driver dispatch, I was making probably $45,000, $50,000 a year. So to be able to double that in 1 year is absolutely fantastic. And I didn't run VAs the whole year. Now I have 3 virtual assistants working for me, and I didn't hire my first VA until March last year, and then in June I hired the second one, and about September I hired my 3rd VA. I'm actually getting ready to hire my 4th VA in January. That would be great. I'm very excited to do that, and to have my next year at least with 4 VAs. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited. It is going to be bigger investment, so you always have to be ready, because when you hire a VA, obviously you're going to put a lot of money into them before they bring you profit. But that's part of the business, right? You have to take risk, monetary risk especially, before you make any money. But yeah, so that's just something to expect. If you are able to get $200 gross profit in 1 year, and you're able to, sustain yourself and sustain your business and pay your taxes and clear $100,000 the first year after everything, I think that's a really good way to look at it. And if you're motivated, just like I was when I was starting off, because I had nothing and I said, I'm going to do it one way or another. And I think my biggest thing is that I never stopped. I was persistent. And I think another thing that a lot of people need to think about when they're starting off, and I've mentioned this before in my videos, is that when you start making money, and that was more money that I've ever made in my life, you need to live like the life you lived before. So don't feel like you're making $100,000 now and then you can just spend money everywhere. Don't feel that way. Obviously you can adjust your life, make it a little better, a little better place if you need it. That's how I look at it. I spend money only if I need to. I don't feel bad about spending money on things that I need, like like medical bills, better food, better car in case I need one. stuff like that, but not to splurge. I don't really like doing that. You should treat yourself once in a while, but you'll figure it out as it goes. If you try to financially educate yourself while you're trying to build a business, and I've read so many financial education books during this time that actually were able to help me out. I read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and then we got here's another book that was like the Cash Flow Quadrant. There's Miracle Morning was a really good book. Couple books. So if you guys ever wanted me to talk about the books that I read that actually helped me out in my mindset, just leave a comment down below and I'll make a separate video about the books that I read and how they help you get into the right mindset of creating financial wealth. So yeah, this year has been absolutely crazy. I mean, I don't know what to expect from next year. All I can say is that I would like to expect great things. I would like to triple or double or triple the amount of sales that we've done this year. Obviously, I'm going to put the amount of work into it. I'm also still looking to buy a fourplex or a triplex or a fourplex. I'm still on kind of verge of figuring out what I'm going to do. Working on that as well. So it's been a hell of a ride. I mean, I absolutely love it. I mean, I think that if someone is starting off, I think this is a really good business to do. So if you're starting off, don't worry about reaching out to people like me that have done it and done it in the way that you can see me do it on this channel. If you go back into my first videos, you can tell I didn't know what I was doing. I remember when I recorded my first video, I was actually unemployed, and I remember me and my best friend, Mike, he might have been in some of my videos. Yeah, I think we did Driving for Dollar videos. I remember we both lost our jobs around the same time, and he was like, I really need to find a job. He was finding a job, and I said, I need to build a business. Like, I don't know why, but in my mind, I just got into the mindset that I'm gonna do it. And he supported me a lot, and so did my family. They really did support me well in this. I know that a lot of people looked out, like they suggest hey, be careful. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if this doesn't work out, then you're kind of screwed. I didn't believe that. I kind of, I have this blind sight in that kind of perspective that, if I see something that I want, I'm gonna get it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get it. It's not, maybe sometimes it's not the best perspective to have, because you're kind of missing out on the plan B, plan C, just in case something doesn't work out the way you planned it. But I was so determined to achieve these goals that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And that's what I believe is kind of like this is my advice to a lot of people starting off. Just think that you can do it, believe that you can do it, and hopefully you have people around you that can support you as well, because that really does help. But if you don't, in the end of the day, it is this life. You're technically still by yourself. No one depends on you more than you do yourself. You're your own best enemy and your own best friend if you use it the correct way. But sorry, I went on a little tangent talking about it. But overall, this has been an absolutely fantastic year. I really appreciate all of you guys that subscribe to the channel. Interacted with me. I really love interacting with all of you guys. So don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram. Don't hesitate to reach out in the comments down below. If you really enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Consider subscribing. I really do appreciate it. But 2022, I have absolutely fantastic goals for 2022. This is going to be a crazy journey, so stick around. You really don't want to miss this. And I hope a lot of you guys can actually start wholesaling as well. I want to hear your success stories, and I want to hear them on Instagram or YouTube. Either way, just reach out to me. I would love to hear it. I absolutely get excited when I hear people succeeding and making deals, making money, having their dreams come true. If I can do it, I'm confident that you guys can do it as well. It takes a lot of work, it takes persistence, and it takes a lot of dedication. But in the end of the day, it's absolutely possible, and I'm sure you guys can do it as well. I really would love to hear those stories. But overall, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been a fantastic year. Thank you everyone again. And as always, guys,